This question is also addressed to you, Mr. Hughes. It seems you portray yourself as a nationalist, which by definition is a person who, along with the desire for national advancement or independence, believes nationals should own the abundance of our wealth and resources. I'll repeat that. It seems you portray yourself as a nationalist, which by definition is a person who, along with the desire for national advancement or independence, believes nationals should own the abundance of our wealth and resources. You have famously said, Anguillians must learn to positively discriminate. Do you intend to govern with such an oxymoron, and how is it even achievable? 2 minutes,
every
please.
country in the world use the philosophy, the principle of positive discrimination in favor of their nationals. The British government has positive discrimination. If a job can be filled by a Briton, they would not allow a foreigner to fill that job. If you're going to develop a country, you've got to develop your human resources to cope and to benefit from the development of your land resources. Any economist will tell you that your prime resources are land and labor, and you cannot use your land to benefit other people. That land is limited. It's very limited, and you've got to sparingly utilize it. And that's the reason we need to follow the example of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC. They came together to ensure they maximize the benefits from the exploitation of their oil. If you are going to use your resources just to facilitate foreign powers and foreign peoples, why should I have a hotel industry that leaves the Anguillan out of the benefits and have the Russians and the Chinese and the Indians and the Mexicans reaping the benefits? That is promotion in reverse. That is progress in reverse. That's not progress. That's retrogression.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes. I would just like to ask a follow-up question. Should your party be successful in the upcoming elections, would you follow this principle of positive discrimination?
That is the only principle that any genuine leader, any sensible leader can follow. Anguilla must be developed for Anguillans first. It doesn't necessarily mean that if you have overemployment, because in the process of trying to achieve full employment, there'll always be an area of overemployment at times. In that event, we will have to employ our Caribbean brothers first. Because if oil was found in St. Vincent, Dominica, or Grenada tomorrow, and our tourism project failed, I'm sure that it's easier for us to jump on a boat and get to St. Vincent, Dominica, or Grenada, rather than go to China or to India. So, in trying to accomplish full and stable employment in Anguilla, there will be an area of overemployment. In that case, we must give our Caribbean brothers and neighbors preference.
Thank you, Mr. Hughes. Michael, your question, please.
Mr. Davis, you have 1.5 minutes to answer this question. Mr. Davis, must we positively discriminate against others in order to ensure Anguillians are first in Anguilla?
Yes, I agree with that statement. Every country has to discriminate positively in favor of its citizens. That is a natural right. However, we are living in a global age, and we have to train our people to get to the level where they can compete globally. And by doing that, Anguillians will be ensured that they can compete with anyone coming to their shows, or whether they have to travel in case the economy of Anguilla declines. So positive discrimination is a natural thing in each country, but we have to ensure that our people are at a high standard of level where they are producing productive citizens, where they are working for a fair day's pay, for fair day's work. We do not believe that because you are Anguillian, that you are entitled to a job if you don't have the skills, if you're not working. So the whole aspect of positive discrimination as it relates to Anguillians is important. But we don't want our young people to believe that because you're Anguillian, you're entitled to a job. You must develop. You must develop yourself, you must be trained, and you must be willing to work hard.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. At this time, I would like to say that we are winding down. As a matter of fact, we are just about wound down. We have two final questions for tonight's debate, and following which we will ask each of you to present in 1 minute your closing statement. I will now ask Michelle to field the next question.